You take this energy and even the energy in the building that was here tonight and move that forward to Sunday?
Oh, we've done it before. I think, we thrive on the road, and even though we know whoever we play is going to be a formidable opponent, at this point it's about us. And so right now the coaching staff, we're going to stay here and kind of work out and see, like, look at some video of a couple other teams, and you know we have the Phoenix and New York game on, which is going to dictate who we play in the second round, and um, we just have to get to work. So
How do you feel the execution of the game went tonight?
I thought it went well, especially on the defensive end. We were able to shut down what their guards wanted to do. They weren't able to move as freely as they normally would like, and I thought the post did a good job of helping in those situations, and I thought our guards did a good job of putting pressure on them. So
Defensively, this year, you talked about that as being one of your identities when it came to this team. So overall, moving forward, is that continuing still going to be a focus, or you want to implement more offense? Because we know you can score.
yeah,
That's a given.
yeah.
But defensively, there have been moments where the team has not looked like themselves.
Yeah, I think, for us defensively, we know to go further in the playoffs, defense has to be a staple. And, having the players that we have, with the activity that we have, the length that we have, the athleticism that we have to be as, disruptive as possible. So I think it has to be a staple of what we want to do. Offensively, I think we'll be okay. We just have to continue to, look for the best shot possible. We have so much talent that we have to do the little things for each other. And if you do that, then, we're going to have our advantages on the offensive end. So
You guys talked this week about the importance of the experience of over the last 2 years in the playoffs, and maintaining leads was something that multiple players emphasized. And tonight we saw you guys maintain your lead despite the Wings chipping away at it in the third quarter and even into the fourth. So how much of a factor was the last 2 years in that moment? And what did you see your players saying to each other to like hold on to that?
I saw that nobody got panicked, even when they, got within 5 points. You saw us come together even more. You saw more huddles on the floor. Made some errors, but we were able to get out of those errors. When it comes to missing the box out here, but we were able to, wall up and not give up on the play. And what that resulted in is, 2 point second chance for them throughout the whole game. And that's been like something that they've utilized to win, second chance points.
Mm-hmm.
And the free throw line. And so we were able to, even throughout their run, they were making hard shots, but we knew that's not what's going to beat us. It's the little things.
Mm-hmm.
It's the box outs. It's the second chance points. It's put them at the free throw line. And so I thought we were able to execute that to, at a great rate. And I think it helped us tonight.
After Allie Quigley's Euro step in the first quarter, did y'all know you were going to win this one?
No, you don't know. You don't know you're going to win to the buzzer sounds. I mean, if you knew what was going on in my head and in my body, you wouldn't think you wouldn't think that I'm thinking we're going to win. So
It was like in slow motion.
yeah, it was in slow motion, but a lot of her game is in slow motion, but it's fine. Can't stop it anyway. Yeah.
Coach, early on, you were able to get a lot of clean looks in the paint. Started off with 10 or 12 points in the paint in the first quarter.
Mhm.
And then it seemed like Dallas changed their offense, stopped the line of penetration. But in the second half, you were able not just to get to the paint again, but to draw fouls. How important was that, and how did you change your execution of your point of attack?
I thought it was really important. I thought it was really important that we were aggressive and getting to the lane all night long. I think we got into one of these spells where we got a little bored with it though, and we got into the bonus early, but we didn't shoot a free throw after that. We got into the bonus like 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, but didn't shoot a free throw. And I think you can't get bored with being successful. So if it's working, just got to be old boring team and just keep on doing the same thing. And I think that's something that we got to build on.
It wasn't anything that they changed. It was just tried to go to a different direction on the floor.
Yeah, I think we just lost a little focus, but it happens in the game. And their focus raised because they were desperate at the time. And, we were fine. It goes through those peaks and valleys. And we were able to sustain. it was a good all around performance from, especially from that starting group, and the bench came off and gave us some good minutes. So it was a good game for us all in all, because that's a good team in the other locker room. And so for us to win like we did, I thought it was great.
Coach, you really it seems like in the past 2 years, you've really been focusing on getting out of transition, finding people on the perimeter. But this year, like in losses, I think you're shooting 29% three, wins 39%. Do you feel, tonight you shot under, I think 35% tonight. Do you feel like your identity as an offense has shifted to just trying to attack the paint more than trying to get out the perimeter?
I think it's the way you get your threes. I think it's the way you get your threes. A lot of our threes, even when we did shoot great, were from, extra passes, because we were able to penetrate or get post touches. And that's what we have to understand. You have teams like the team that's playing right now in New York, they're going to get their threes in all kinds of ways. And for us, it's about the kind of threes that you shoot, not, just shooting them. And sometimes we settle and you see that what's not a good three and you see what is a good three. And most of the time our good threes comes off penetration and extra passes and pick and roll, raising behind, or spacing the floor. So it's just about what kind we're getting.
Courtney had some quick buckets there at the end in the fourth quarter, and you've talked a lot about her ability to impact games early, late, in big moments. When you guys need her to show up, she shows up. So can you just elaborate a little bit on how important those minutes from Courtney are, and how confident you guys are in her ability to show up when you need her?
I thought this was a good game for her because, a lot of times your name is probably built in the playoffs. And for her to have a game like she had tonight, especially at the end when we were kind of struggling to score, and she put the ball in her hands and did some crazy things where she scored and ones and some funky layups and stuff like that, some Rod Strickland type layups. I thought it was really nice, and I thought it was good for her, like for her confidence to know that she's that type of player. She's done things in this league that nobody has done. Tonight she, got a peak performance of something that, she makes easy, look easy. And I think, having these type of games in the playoffs only adds to the, absolute legend, I guess.
Well, Coach, when Courtney left the court, Dana Evans was the primary backup ball handler tonight. How did you feel that she did in her first career playoff game? I
thought she did well. I was teasing her at the end because Diamond had the ball, and I told Diamond to give it to Dana because, the shot clock was running out. I was like, hey, this is a rookie hazing moment where you got to take this turnover. And, I told her that, she's a great teammate. So way to take one for the team. But I thought, Dana, she's going to be a good one. She has some qualities that probably aren't seen as much because she's playing behind a player like Sloot. Like, she has leadership qualities. She has a fearlessness about her, and I appreciate having her on the roster. So she's going to be a good one. She's really coachable, and GM, man, he got to do a better job. He should have drafted her in the first place.
So when she arrived here initially, you said that she needed to learn to be more of a pure point guard. Do you feel like since she has arrived that she has stepped closer to being that?
Yeah, and training camp took away from her because she wasn't able to get a hold on the playbook as well. And now she's comfortable. She knows where people are supposed to be. And you can be a pure point guard and still have a knack for scoring. As long as you know what sets you want to run and getting people in the right places, you still don't want to take away from who she is. You want her to be aggressive. And I think it's a lot of point guards in this league have done this. We've been spoiled by Vandersloot because the kind of point guard she is. But it's other ways to be effective. And we like that we have a two-headed monster like we have. Yeah.
Do you have thoughts on who you would rather face, or?
No.
Figured I wouldn't get that.
Yeah.
But
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really like our roster and our locker room, so we're ready to take on whoever.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Coach, what was your message to the team after tonight's victory?
We're the only undefeated team in the playoffs right now, so we're good. Like, we're good, and it starts over. It starts over. So what's important for us is just go in with a lot of confidence, and I heard Mabry say it earlier in her, interview where she said you just have to be the best 40-minute team. You have to be the best team that day. And I think that's important for us. I thought that was well said on her part. And so my message going into Sunday is whoever we play against, we just have to be the best team that day.
A few more questions on Zoom.
First question
Sylvia.
from
Hello, Coach. How are you?
Hello, who am I speaking with?
With Sylvia from Beyond Women's Sports.
Hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Good. Great team win tonight. You guys had a good, great energy, good confidence. But what advice would you give this young Dallas team for next season? In regards to how, to push forward in the playoffs, if they make the playoffs again, what advice would you give this young team?
Well, I mean, I've gone along. So Coach Johnson is someone that I've gone back with. She was with me. She was like, I guess you could say, like my big sister mentor when I came in the league. It was my first year in the league, and she was the assistant coach. And so I used to follow her around like a puppy dog and stay at her house and all this stuff. And I think they don't need any advice from me. They have, one of the greatest basketball players to ever play, the most underrated players to ever play the game, in Vicki Johnson. And she knows basketball. She knows the game, and she's going to steer them in the right way. Just all they have to do is listen to her. Her mind is enough. And I like what she's done with this team and where they've come from. And I appreciate her getting another opportunity. And I think she's going to do well. So I don't really have anything for them, but I'm always going to be in Vicki Johnson's corner. So, I think they're in good hands.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Sean Shearer from Fox Sports.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
All right. How you doing?
Doing pretty well. So my question is, what do you think you need to clean up for the next game? I know you just came off a victory, but what do you think you have to clean up?
Third quarter. The third quarter. No, I think we were a little stagnant at some points in the game tonight, where the ball didn't move, and we were like, what do we do? And I think we just have to make stuff happen. But a lot of that is going to be movement off the ball. I think once you get tired a little bit, you stop moving as readily. And you have to appreciate those movements off the balls, those cuts, and those screens that probably don't get you open, but they do create angles for your teammates to have driving lanes. And so we'll look at it, and that's probably what we need to clean up a little bit, especially when the ball's not moving and we're not scoring and everybody's a little tired. So I thought we could have did a better job of that in the third quarter and continue to attack downhill. I think that's going to be something that we have to do too. We stopped for a little bit there.
Noah Welks, Beyond Women's Sports.
Hey, Coach Wade, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, no?
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You have talked this season about rebounding.
Right.
And tonight, Chicago out-rebounded Dallas 47-35.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to ask you, can you talk about how proud you are of your team?
So I'm proud. I'll be even prouder after Sunday.
To win the rebounding battle.
Yeah, I'm proud. Not the fact that we pointed it out that their starting five had 15 rebounds and Candace had 15 rebounds as well. So when those things happen, it helps you out. And this was a Candace Parker type game, playoff game. She has all the records when it comes to playoffs. So we felt that going in that she was going to have a big game, and we think the best is yet to come.
Edwin Garcia.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, though.
Edwin Garcia.
Hello, Coach Wade. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Adam.
So my question is, what was the difference between tonight's game and the last time you played the Wings where you lost by a slim margin of 4 points?
I thought our rhythm, we didn't play with the rhythm that we needed in that third game that we played. Also, I thought we settled a little too much. one of the focus with us tonight was actually getting the best shots possible. And so now you don't have time to actually play through mistakes. Like, we have to stick to this game plan. And it's really important that we don't settle. You have to keep them on their heels. And I think when you go 2 and 3 and 4 possessions where you're settling a little bit, it hurts you, especially against an explosive team like this. So our offense has to be cleaner. And tonight, I thought we did a good job of it being a little bit more clean than the first time we played them at home.
Thank you.
Alexis Guzman.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm good, Alexis. Thanks.
Well, first of all, congrats on this big win.
Thank you.
So the question I had for you was, so you guys played with great energy coming into the first quarter and then finished off strong. So what will this team have to do to keep the momentum going for Sunday's game?
I think we have to do the same, and we have to clean up the stuff that we didn't do as well. But we did a good job. We did a good job. We played against a good team here, and we just have to apply everything that we didn't get done and just try to do it better. We're going to see what team we play and figure out how we're going to play them and figure out what schemes are best and how to stop their best players, and know that they're going to try to stop ours and try to figure out how we're going to play them. Now it's about us being connected and just executing the game plan as much as possible on both ends of the floor.
Thank you.
Two more questions for James. Allison Moran, the next.
Hey, James, great to see this win tonight.
Thank you.
I can only imagine what you're feeling right now. In the third quarter, what was it that happened that allowed Dallas sort of get back into the game?
I think they have some explosive scores. Got a couple of offensive rebounds there. We made a few turnovers. We made a couple of turnovers in situations where we made turnovers like that the second game against them too. And so we had to get refocused. Second game down there, we made those type of turnovers. And you know, they had a couple of players that, you know, Enrique in particular, that was able to, you know, get a couple of shots to go down, even though they were contested. Another thing is we stopped attacking. And even though we got in the bonus early, we weren't able to get to the line because we stopped attacking.
Great answer. What also are you guys going to talk about and practice towards for Sunday's game? Go ahead.
What are we going to talk about?
And also making adjustments in terms of practice and in terms of your focus in the practices.
I think it's a little bit of the same. I mean, boxing out, not defending without fouling, taking care of the ball, trying to get the best shots as possible. It's going to piggyback a little bit on that. Maybe some other things that, you know, we're going to focus on that I'm not going to tell you about, but in general, that'll be it. Yeah, that'll be it.
And finally, can you comment on Candace Parker's play tonight?
She was great. 11 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. We're able to get some things running it through her. And I thought she was big defensively. So no, I mean, this is playoff time. It's Candace Parker time. So I wasn't surprised, and we're gonna lean on her a lot. So we're just gonna try to put her in as great a situation as possible to make sure she's successful.
Thank you, Allison.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, James. Dallas is going to bring in Isabel Harris and Enrique.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Don't worry, Enrique's a much better talk than me, so she's doing covers and stuff.
By the way, Liberty up 32-28.
Liberty up 32-28? You shitting me?
Coaches, nice to meet you.
Hey, Coach, it's
Huh? You like that?
Yeah. Those are nice.
Is this better than being in Florida?
Huh? Yeah, this better than both, man. I mean, not nothing against Florida.
Nothing
It's
against
just-
Hey,
Yeah.
Justin, I was mad because they wouldn't let me